Hello, welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Television with the most important events of the day. I'm your host, İlham Məmmədov. İlham Əliyev, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, made a phone call to Alexander Lukashenko, President of the Republic of Belarus, on January 27th. The head of state congratulated Alexander Lukashenko on his re-election as President of the Republic of Belarus and wished him success in his duties. President Alexander Lukashenko expressed gratitude to President of Azerbaijan Ilham Əliyev for the attention and congratulations. During the telephone call, the two leaders reaffirmed their confidence in the continued development of friendship and partnership between Azerbaijan and Belarus and exchanged views on the prospects for bilateral cooperation. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan Ilham Əliyev received the credentials of Goros Rencheli, incoming Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Slovenia.
The ambassador presented his credentials to the head of state. President Ilham Əliyev then held a conversation with the ambassador. Ambassador Goros Renchel first conveyed his congratulations to the president on the successful organization and achievements of COP29. Expressing gratitude for the congratulations, President Ilham Əliyev underlined Azerbaijan's efficient organization of the event despite the short preparation time, noting that COP29 was the largest international conference ever held in the country. He praised Slovenia's active participation in the event and underscored the importance of achieving consensus among the numerous countries represented at COP29. The president emphasized the conference's productive outcomes in advancing the international climate agenda. President Ilham Əliyev also spoke about the strong history of bilateral relations between Azerbaijan and Slovenia, recalling the productive discussions during mutual visits by the two countries' leaders. He expressed confidence that cooperation between the nations would continue to strengthen. During the meeting, they expressed hope that political dialogue between Azerbaijan and Slovenia would develop dynamically, noting that political consultations between the foreign ministers and the meeting of the Working Group on Economic Cooperation would be held soon. Plans for a high-level reciprocal visits were also discussed. Ambassador Renchel highlighted Azerbaijan's critical role in the South Caucasus region and the Trans-Caspian transportation corridor. The conversation touched upon cooperation in the energy sector, with a focus on the delivery of Azerbaijani gas to the Slovenian market as a significant step in advancing bilateral ties. The meeting also included an exchange of views on the prospects for Azerbaijan-European Union relations.
On January 27th, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan Ilham Əliyev received the credentials of Umar Kandeh, the newly appointed Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Guinea.
Ambassador Kandeh presented his credentials to the head of state. President Ilham Əliyev engaged in a conversation with the ambassador. The president expressed hope that political and economic relations between the two countries would continue to develop successfully. President Ilham Əliyev noted that Azerbaijan and Guinea have been active and successful partners within a number of international organizations, including the United Nations, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and the Non-Aligned Movement. The Azerbaijani president expressed confidence that the mutually supportive relations between the two countries would further strengthen. The head of state also emphasized the importance of identifying attractive areas for collaboration. President Ilham Əliyev pointed out that many African students are pursuing education in Azerbaijan and that Azerbaijan offers scholarship programs for students from member states of the Non-Aligned Movement and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. The head of state emphasized that Guinean students could benefit from these opportunities as well. President Ilham Əliyev noted that Azerbaijan has shared its and service experiences with several countries and highlighted the possibility of cooperation with Guinea in this field as well. Expressing gratitude for the kind words, the ambassador conveyed greetings from the President of the Republic of Guinea, Mamadi Doumbouya, to the Azerbaijani leader. President Ilham Əliyev expressed his gratitude for the greetings and asked the ambassador to pass on his regards to the President of Guinea. On behalf of the President of Guinea and the people of his country, Ambassador Omar Kandeh extended condolences to the President Ilham Aliyev and the people of Azerbaijan regarding the plane crash. Omar Kandeh expressed his country's interest in realizing cooperation with Azerbaijan in various areas and conveyed hope for the establishment of a strategic partnership with Azerbaijan. He noted that this in turn would contribute to advancing joint initiatives, particularly within the UN, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and the Non-Aligned Movement. Expressing satisfaction with the relations within international organizations, the ambassador emphasized the good opportunities for cooperation between the two countries in the education, mining, and e-government sectors. During the conversation, they stressed the importance of establishing direct links between the two countries' relevant economic institutions, exploring prospects for economic cooperation, and exchanging delegations for further develop the economic sector.
On January 27th, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received Jonathan Missner, co-founder and member of the Board of Advisors of the Israel Economic Forum.
President Ilham Aliyev emphasized that, as has been the case throughout history, representatives of various religions and faiths, including the Jewish community, live today in an atmosphere of friendship, tranquility, and harmony in Azerbaijan. The president noted that this is not only a way of life for the Azerbaijani people, but also an integral part of the policy pursued by the Azerbaijani state. The head of state pointed out that, based on its own experience, Azerbaijan plays an important role in promoting interfaith and intercultural dialogue at the global level and will continue to contribute to this cause. The guests expressed their gratitude to the head of state for the conditions in Azerbaijan that have allowed for the peaceful coexistence of the Jewish communities throughout history. They mentioned that during their visit to Azerbaijan, they would also travel to the Gubat district to familiarize themselves with the living conditions of the Jewish community there. Emphasizing their visit to the liberated territories of Azerbaijan, the guests noted that they were deeply impressed by the restoration and reconstruction efforts carried out in those areas within a short period of time. The guests highlighted that numerous Jewish businessmen from various countries visited Azerbaijan during this trip, noting that Azerbaijan is an attractive destination for business and investment, and discussed prospects for cooperation in this field. The meeting included an exchange of views on the prospects for Azerbaijan-Israel and Azerbaijan-US relations.
President Ilham Aliyev signed a decree on raising monthly salaries in a number of fields. According to the decree, the monthly official salaries of active duty military personnel of the Ministry of Defense and employees with special ranks of the Ministry of Interior, of active duty military personnel of the main Department of the Interior Troops of the Ministry of Interior, of active duty military personnel and employees with special ranks of the Penitentiary Service and main Medical Department of the Ministry of Justice, of active duty military personnel of the State Security Service, of active duty military personnel of the State Agency for the Protection of Strategic Objects, of active duty military personnel of the Foreign Intelligence Service, of employees with special ranks of the State Migration Service, of active duty military personnel of the Special Communication and Information Technology State Service, of employees with special ranks of the State Customs Committee, of active duty military personnel of the State Border Service, of active duty military personnel and of employees of special ranks of the State Service for Mobilization and Conscription and Ministry of Emergency Situations were raised by 10% on average. With the decree of the head of state, also the monthly official salaries of civil employees who are not civil servants of some state bodies were also raised by 10%. The decree is effective from January 1st. The Azerbaijan National Agency for Mine Action found and defused 69 anti-tank and 108 anti-personnel mines and 208 unexploded ordnance in the country's liberated territories last week. According to ANAMA's report, an aggregate of 706 hectares of territory has undergone the demining process. That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.